everyone, Fed here, and welcome back to my How to Build series where I show you how to build cool stuff inside of Minecraft. And in today's video, I'm showing you guys how to build an automatic baked potato farm. Now, before we jump into the build, this does work on PC, and this does work on Pocket Edition. Now, if you have seen my automatic bakery, and if you haven't, that's absolutely fine, but it pretty much works the exact same way. It's going to be using the same exact concept. This villager right here, this farmer villager, is going to harvest the potatoes. Is there any potatoes that have grown? See, he's going to harvest the potatoes, and then when it gets to around nighttime, or sometimes he'll just run in there, he's going to go ahead and go into this little hut right here, and he's going to try to trade with that villager. However, this little minecart with a hopper right between them is going to catch those potatoes, dropping them down into this furnace right here, which will then turn the potatoes into, of course, baked potatoes, which are right down here. Now, you don't need to make it this large. I just did it so I have way more than enough room, so if I don't come back to this thing forever, that I have way more than enough room for my baked potatoes. But if your food source is baked potatoes, then this thing is going to be absolutely great for you. You're never going to really have to worry about making your own baked potatoes. You know, you just go off, do what you have to do, come back, and you should have baked potatoes in the day. Now, the one drawback with it, sometimes the villager won't go trade with them right away, and that's why I made this like little house hut right here around this villager. So when it gets to nighttime, what he'll do is he'll actually run into the house, and usually while he's in the house, he will trade with the other villager. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Let me go ahead and switch it to nighttime. Hopefully he'll just run right in and then trade with the other villager automatically. So you see, he goes right into the house. Okay, or not. He slams into the side of the wall of the house, runs back out, and then goes back in. And then hopefully, see, he traded with them at nighttime. So as you can see, the potatoes are rolling in, and it's going to start making baked potatoes. Now that's really the reason why I put that house there, so I know he will absolutely trade with this other villager when it hits nighttime. But very, very simple build, guys. Like I said, you don't need to make it this tall. I'm actually not going to make this one this tall when I show you how to do the tutorial. So that's basically the entire build, guys. Not a very hard build at all. You can pretty much put this wherever you want. Since it's on stilts, you can kind of just put it up above things. Make sure though you are building it inside of a village or really far away from the village, because for some reason, I think Minecraft villagers, when they're harvesting crops, and if you're like right on the outer border of, let's say, a village, he'll sometimes not harvest crops because he'll register him inside the village itself. So just make sure you're either doing this straight inside of a village or far away from a village, because you don't want to have it be like inside the village and outside the village at the same time, or then he will not harvest the crops. So let's go ahead and start building this thing, guys. All right, guys, so before we get this tutorial started up, the whole entire farm is a 9x9 spacing, and then the outer edges, I guess, around it, not counting out. This is just the dirt part. The dirt part's a 9x9, and then the outer edges around it's an 11x11. So if you know if you're strict with spacing and you don't have that much spacing left, just giving a heads up, this little box area is going to be an 11x11 spacing. So let's get started off with, I guess we'll do the chests and the furnaces, and then work our way up to the farm itself. And that villager's looking at me over there. So let's go ahead and take out some chests. We're also going to go ahead and take out some hoppers. So let's take out some hoppers. Oh, you know, we're also going to need a furnace. So let's go ahead and take out a furnace as well. Where's our furnaces? Boop, like that. Perfect. So I'm not going to be making this one as tall, but if you want to make it as tall as this one over here, you're going to have to place in 3 rows of those chests like so. So if you want to make it that tall, I'm going to be putting in only 1 row, but we're going to place in a double chest. Then we're going to go into the side of this double chest with a hopper by going into crouch mode and placing a hopper going into it. So when I throw an item at it, bloop, it'll funnel over into this chest right here. So if you want to make it as tall as that one, you know, do this 2 more times. So you'd have to go chest, chest, and then place a hopper like that. And then chest, chest, place a hopper, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But I'm going to make mine only 1 tall this time. Next up, we're going to go ahead and place a furnace right on top of this hopper like that. So now when our baked potatoes are created, it will funnel out of this furnace into this chest. Now for our coal, we're going to place in a hopper going off at this side of our furnace like that, with a chest right on top of it. And then right here is where our coal is going to be going. So if we take out actually a stack of coal and we place it inside this chest, it will start funneling down into our furnace. So, you know, fill this up with coal. Just have as much coal as possible in here so you'll never have to look back at it. And this thing will just create baked potatoes upon baked potatoes upon baked potatoes for you, and you'll never have to touch it ever again. Next up, we're going to go ahead and hook in the top hopper. This is going to funnel in our potatoes to the top of it. So we'll go right onto the top of the furnace and place in a hopper like that. So now any potatoes that are funneling in will go right into there. So if I take out a potato, where are the potatoes again? There they are. So if I take out a potato and I drop it right at the top of this hopper, boop, it'll funnel in. And as you can see, it will start making a baked potato. Next up, we're going to be placing a staircase right above this chest. The reason why I say that is because you want to make sure that the chest can open up. If we have a full block above the chest, it won't open up. So as you can see, if I place a full block right above it, we can't open up the chest. However, if we place a staircase upside down like that, as you can see, we can now go inside this chest absolutely fine. Then right above the hopper, we're going to place in our rail. Now we don't want our rail facing this way. We want to make sure that it's facing horizontally alongside of the furnace and the chest. So make sure it's facing that way. So if yours is going this way, then it's absolutely wrong. So just place a block right down next to it like that. And then place another rail right here. It should change the direction of the rail and then go ahead and break all that stuff. Now, I'm a little stickler for symmetrical stuff, so I'm going to be placing another one of these staircases upside down over here. You don't have to do it, but I'm a stickler for symmetrical stuff. So there we go. And then we're going to take out our minecart with hopper and place it right on top of this rail. So now any item that gets thrown near this, bloop, like that, it will go right in, and then it'll funnel down here. And of course, we don't want some polished andesite inside of our furnace. So if you did throw something at it, just make sure that you take it out of the furnace. Next up, we're going to set up our villager for this side right here. So I'm going to be using, I guess, oak for my entire house. You can make it whatever you want. You can make it look however you want. You don't have to make it look like this. You can make it look modern, things like that. This kind of looks more old-timey, but I'm going to be placing my villager right here. So we're going to place a block right here. And then a villager is going to be going right here. So we're going to place some blocks around here. We want to make sure that the villager can't get out. So we're going to come up 2 blocks right here, 2 blocks like that. And now our villagers shouldn't jump off. I don't think villagers will jump 3 blocks down, but we're going to be, but I'm going to be encasing this entire thing anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to place my villager like that. And oop, he does. He does. He will make the great escape from a 3 high gap. So get over. Where are you going? Get back here, Mr. Villager. There we go. So he will try to make the great escape from a 3 high gap. So I'm going to go like this real quick. Boop. Boop, and then we can place our villager in right here. Now, the reason why the villager won't just walk between the minecart is because they will not walk over rails. If you didn't know, villagers will not walk over a rail. So now he is completely stuck inside of this area. Next up, we're going to come out a block from this side, the backhand side. So right here is going to be the front where our baked potatoes are going to be being made right down here. And then right here is going to be the backhand side where our villager is going to be collecting all of his potatoes. So place up 2 more blocks on this side. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to need a door because like I said, when it gets to nighttime, we want to make sure he goes inside the house and trades with the other villager. Because if he doesn't and his inventory gets completely stacked with potatoes, he'll stop harvesting. That's the whole reason why I did this. We don't want him to stop harvesting. And then I also placed 1 little light source on the inside as well. And then let's just go ahead and put a little roof on top of it like that. Now, if you don't have to do this either, but I'm going to go ahead and change up the color roof. I just want to make it look nice. So I'm going to use a staircase and some slabs and just go like this, bloop, 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 like that. And boop, 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 and just make it look like an actual little tiny house right here. Perfect. I'm going to place some torches right here and right here. So when our villager comes in here at night, he'll trade with him, give him the potatoes, and he'll make us some baked potatoes right down here. Now what we're going to do is take out some dirt. We're going to need dirt. So dirt, 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 dirt. There we go. We're going to need a bucket of water. And we're also going to need, what else are we going to need? Well, you know, I'll get to the fences and everything later, but we're going to be making a 9 by 9 spacing of dirt. So starting from here, place in 1 piece of dirt and then go that way 4 blocks and that way 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 in total. And then go that way 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 9 in total. So we're going to be making a 9 by 9 spacing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, once you get to the 4th one, on the 5th one, go out 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then skip 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where our water source is going to be going. So it should be 4 blocks away from this door. 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the door. And now we can go ahead and finish up the rest of our 9 by 9 spacing. So we're going to have to go out at least 4 more from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from that middle block, there's 9 this way and 9 that way, making it a 9 by 9 spacing. Then right here in the middle, we're going to place 1 more block right underneath here like that. And then place our water block in, whoop, just like so. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and take out a hoe and till the entire ground. So take out a hoe, doesn't really matter which one you use. Wooden one might break and gold might definitely break. So maybe just get a stone or a iron one and you should be absolutely fine. But we're going to go ahead and just till this entire ground because once we do this, we're never going to have to touch this ground ever again. Unless our villager somehow breaks it. Well, while getting a villager too, while getting a farmer villager for myself. If you're doing this on survival, obviously you're probably doing this on survival. You know, just get a farmer villager and then bring them up here. Next up, we're going to go ahead and put a border around our 9 by 9 spacing. So I'm just going to take out my oak wood again. And I'm also going to take out some oak fences. This is just so our villager can't get out. So we're going to go ahead and just place some oak blocks right around the edges. Like I said, use any color that you want. Really doesn't matter. You can also light up the bottom so nothing spawns underneath it. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly do this. Go and bring that right there. Perfect. And then take your fences and then just wrap your fences right around the outside as well. We have to make sure there's way more than enough light because you don't want the potatoes breaking and you don't want anything spawning inside here and killing your villager as well. So once we get up with our fences like that, we're going to go ahead and take out our torches once again. And what I like to do is normally place torches right along every single corner and right in the middle where it meets the water block. So right there, and we're going to place one here in the corner, one right here in the middle where it meets the water block, one here in the corner, one where it meets the water block, and one in the corner. And we're also going to need one exactly in the middle as well. So I like to just come over here, and we're going to do just come up. That's going to break the dirt. We're going to come 1 block above the water source like that, and then place in torches right along the whole entire outside bloop bloop. and boop, and then just go ahead and till that ground and fix it. So now everything is in place. So now all we have to do is just get a farmer villager. This might be very annoying since I'm on creative. If you're doing this on survival, obviously, you're going to just have to get a farmer villager up here. You know, I just recommend putting them inside a minecart and then just bringing them up here with a minecart, and there'll be no way you can get out. But there is my farmer villager. I actually got him super, super quick. So I'm actually very, very happy about that. So now what we're going to do is pretty much just take out potatoes. You don't really need to throw them the potatoes. It doesn't really matter. But what we're going to do is just throw a bunch of potatoes in here. And then once they grow, he'll go ahead and harvest them and then start throwing it to the other villagers. So I'm going to quickly go through this and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So now what I'm also going to do is just so we can make sure everything is working, I'm going to take out some bone meal and bone meal a few of these up so we could see him harvesting to make sure he is harvesting everything absolutely fine. Throw in some over here as well. Boop, 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 boop. If you're on PE or PC, he should actually start grabbing them right away. For some reason on console, he's a little bit lazier, but on PC and PE, he'll do it automatically. He'll go there, start grabbing them right away. For us on console, we're gonna have to wait a little bit because he's a lazy villager. So we're just gonna wait a little bit for him to actually start harvesting these crops. And there he goes. He finally started harvesting of the potatoes. Like I said, on PE and PC, he should start harvesting them right away. On console, he might take a little bit before he actually starts to harvest them. Don't know why they do that on console. Hopefully they fix it in the future. Is it that big of a deal? Not really. It's just annoying because, like I said, on PC and Pocket Edition, once they grow, man, they go and just get them right away. On console, they'll sometimes stand around a little bit, look at you with the dumbfounded Squidward face. So there he goes. He is now harvesting up all of these nice potatoes, and he's going to harvest these ones over here as well. But I really don't care if he harvests anymore. We want to make sure that he is throwing the items to our other villager that's inside of here, and we have coal in here, so everything should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just switch it to nighttime real quick, so he'll run inside of that house, and then he should throw all the items at the other villager. So go ahead and run into the house. Okay, stop harvesting. It's nighttime. There's enemies out. I guess he really wants all the potatoes. Maybe he'll go in once he's done harvesting them all. You left one. You couldn't just grab it, huh? You left the one. So you should go in there, and then what happens is he should throw the items at the other villager, thus making the baked potato. And I'm back. I had to skip a little bit ahead, but he's finally throwing the potatoes at him. I was about to kill him. I was about to kill this villager because he was, for some reason, not throwing the potatoes at him. But like I said, console, I don't know why. It took about 2 minutes. It literally took about physically 2 minutes in real time before he actually finally decided to throw these potatoes at him. But as you can see, there goes the potatoes. There be turned the baked potatoes. And the whole time I was waiting, I just saw this guy over in the distance just running out, grabbing potatoes, going back in. And you can see this guy's been throwing potatoes at him left and right. This one's working absolutely fine. And then this guy over here was just taking his sweet time, waiting. I don't know what you were waiting for to throw those potatoes at him. We're gonna go ahead and switch it back to daytime, but everything is working absolutely fine. And like over there, if you want to, you could dress it up however you like. It doesn't have to look like this, but everything is working completely fine. We have our baked potatoes being made right down here. We have our coal that should be going right inside. Oh, you know, I didn't fill up on my chest with a bunch of coal. So if you want to do that as well, you know, just take out a bunch of stacks of coal, go ahead and fill up the hopper first, and then go ahead and start filling up the chest. And I'd say just fill it up to the brim. Fill it up to the brim so you don't have to worry about it. There you guys have it. That's how you build an automatic baked potato farm. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace.